What's up, guys? As you can see, I've pulled my car apart even further, which is lovely because I'm trying to use the fucking thing and I keep ruining it by pulling it apart. So that's just how it goes. Anyway, welcome back to another video. Been a while since I fucking last spoke to you guys. I've been I wouldn't say I've been busy, I'll say I've been lazy. Just not fucking been, I haven't had any interest in doing anything for a little while since we've been drifting in this, which is interesting because usually that gets your ass in the gear. But yeah, between that and not having much in the budget to just go hard out into the car, I've backed off it for a couple of weeks, so which has been a bit sad because I like doing videos and I know a few of you guys fucking like to hanging out to watch a few, you know, since you're all great supporters of me. So yeah, I figured I'll just get something out for you guys here. Nothing major, just what I've been doing, what I'll be doing for the weekend. I got this new power steering cooler here. It's a Phoenix one. I thought it would have had a little F in it, but it doesn't. But that's okay. We don't need the branding on it. I'm gonna be mounting this. I've got the I was sitting there this morning just thinking about how to mount it for about fucking an hour, but I've come up with what I want to do. I'll just keep my fucking flashlight on so you guys can probably see because it's a bit dark down in here. But I've got my oil cooler mounted down there, and I've made these little bars that come off the top bar here that pick up on the top just to hold the top so it doesn't flex. I used to have that cooler just mounted off the bottom, as you can see off those old roof nuts down there, and it had a bit of wiggle so it would flex. I was scared of fucking wrecking it or it flexing off one day, so I've remedied that. But that's made it nice because now I can mount this cooler on the other side of these bars here. It's a bit hard to get in there with one hand, but basically you guys will get the gist. It's going to mount up against these bars here, but what I have to do that is weld like a just a bit of steel on the ends to fill this section in. Then I can put some holes into roof nuts in and mount it through the front rather than how they are usually done off the edges. So yeah, I'm going to be doing that. I think my camera just flipped, did it? I'm all upside down. Fucking hell, bloody me today. But yeah, I'm gonna find some steel, mount that, and I don't know if I've got any fittings to mount it all up, like plumb it all up, I mean. But we'll see how we get on. I also started making this morning as well, just another reservoir to fuck that one there off, because that one is horrendously ugly. I think it's the first one I made, like ever made, so a bit of R&D since then. What have I made? I made that new one for that, but then I've got version 3 again, where we're using the dome caps instead for the ends, instead of like butt welding fucking a circle straight to the edge. These actually look a bit fucking cleaner when they're made because the weld's not on the edge, it's fucking there. You guys remember that from when I made the swirl pot for Nate's Laurel that was in here. Makes it a bit tidier, makes it look nicer. So I started making this. I haven't got all the parts for it though. I only got basically this. But that's going to be mounted here. So I'll probably make a tab up and mount that there so I can get the fucking an idea of where it wants to go, because it's going to have to clear that that fitting there when that's mounted up, and then it's going to have to be like have enough room so you can get the lid on and off. But I think if it's like that, it's going to have enough room. So yeah, that's that anyway. So I'm going to find some steel, and I've got no gas for my TIG at the moment, so I'll probably go down to work and just TIG a nice bit of flat bar into each end there and get that mounted up. Just heading to work to do some welding on that cooler. But I tell you what, I'm a fucking whore for a caramel slice, eh? Fuck. Gotta run a marathon's probably the better saying. Run a fucking marathon to get fucking out back. Sick. Drop my key. Alright. So I am going to get some stuff to fill in these gaps. 20 by about 60 odd. 20 by 60 strip there, and we will weld them on there. So I'll just find some I think this is aluminium. I think. I'll find out what it is and cut some out. We'll fucking soon find out if it doesn't weld. Right, I got that scratched up a bit. Cut these out. Hopefully it welds up okay. Since this stuff's been painted, like when you try to grind the paint off, you're sort of like chipping the paint off, but also like smearing the paint into the steel even fucking further. So hopefully it welds up okay. We'll see. There's not much there to work with really. This stuff's like 1mm thick. Well, it's 3mm here, but we'll see. Alright, as I suspected, it wasn't very great to weld. So we've got these nice poo stains on here. No dime stacking on this one, but they're attached. I will give them a bit of a fucking clean up with a flap disc. A bit of a paint, mate. Should look like they were fucking made from the factory like that. Bit of a grind up and a bit of black paint. You'd never fucking know. You'd think it'd come out like this, eh? I swear. Hell yeah. We weren't a welder today, we were a grinder, so. But she's done. I'll put some holes in it and I'll probably just thicken up. Nah, there's not enough thread there. There's not enough thickness, I mean, for a thread to be in there. So I'll put some holes in it, I'll put some rivet nuts in there, and then we can drill those things on the car and bolt it straight behind the back there. Should be fucking good to go. Good to go. Let me make sure everything's turned off before I leave here. Fucking hell, check this thing out. Flashing lights. Fuck yeah, boy! Alright, I've got the cooler sitting there. I just marked a couple of holes in this front part to sort of line up with where the pieces that I've welded. So hopefully they are pretty close. I'll just drill some small pilot holes through there first and then have a nosy. And then if they're sweet, we'll drill them out to the proper size. Alright, I got my holes drilled in these pieces. I've set this up on the outside and translated the holes with the pen through the holes into the cooler here. So I'll drill through there to, I think it's 9.5mm, and then put the rivet nuts in there. Yeah. My rivet nut tool is broken, but you can do this in the vise if anyone's in the same boat. Effectively the rivet nut tool is just pulling like the back of the, like it's threaded in and it's just pulling the back of the rivet nut hard up against the thing you're trying to go into. But alternatively you can just put it in the vise like so, and then just squash it in the vise and it does the same thing. So if you're lacking a tool but have rivet nuts, and you can actually get the part in a vise like this, it still works. Just like that, they're all in, so we'll bolt her up. I've got some nice button heads somewhere. Probably should buy another rivet nut tool though, rivet nut gun. I've got that still, it's just the one M6 die is, like insert thing is broken. Like all the rest of them still work, but M6 is like the most common one I use, so I can't find a replacement. So I think they're pretty cheap just to buy the whole kit again, like $80 or something. I probably should just do that, but for now I don't use them too often to warrant doing it. Alright squad, check it out. She's mounted up in there, looks pretty sweet actually, nice and tucked away. Can't even bloody see it. Yeah, like this. How good. So it sits right up the top, so it gets pretty much all the airflow. You know, so it's about in this zone here. Yay, so it's going to get nice airflow through there, and then the cooler's down the bottom section at the back, so nothing's interrupting each other, sort of thing, which I didn't like. Well, which I don't like the idea of. Like stacking like fucking so many different things like right behind each other. Just like by the time it gets to the end, which is the oil cooler, which is probably the most important, well not most important, quite important. You know, you don't want it to be too disrupted, so hence not having it right down the bottom in front of the cooler, so nice and up top and it tucked out of the way. Looks pretty sweet. So yeah, once the lines are on, this line on this side should be real short, so you're probably not even going to see too much of the lines, I would think, because the reservoir is going to be right in this corner here. So the line's going to pretty much come straight out of the bottom port there and straight up into the reservoir. So if you're just looking at the car through the engine bay, you're probably not even going to see much, which is going to be cool. Keep it nice and sleek looking, but it's sweet. That's that mounted. Obviously all this shit needs painting one day, but we'll get around to that. It's not going to stop it from driving. So I think I've got 190 here, which can go on this end. I'll chop this one to suit, which will tuck and go up in there, straight on that. That'll be that one. And then I just need to figure out what else I need for the rest of the setup, because I think I've just got a bunch of straights, so I'll probably need a mixture of 90s and 45s and stuff, I would say, by all the angles and dangles down here. So I'll sort that out and we'll carry on with that whenever I get that. But yeah, I'll put a fitting on this end for now anyway, so it's sort of half pied in. Check this out. I was putting the fitting on. Look at that, straight through the gap here. You can get the tool on it. No fighting around with your arm in weird spots. You can just go straight through that gap like that and just do the fitting up. How good. Didn't even think about that. It just worked out. Fucking engineering marvel, mate. Alright. I'm gonna mount me reservoir against. What I'm going to do is weld a strip of steel just down off here, down to there, just like a little straight piece of steel there, and then I'm going to weld some bosses on the side of the reservoir that'll be threaded, and then it can just sit up against the flat steel like that, and then I'll just put bolts in to the threads on that side, so should work okay. I was going to mount it a little bit higher, but I didn't really want to see it. Like, I don't want you to look at the engine bay and just have all this clutter, so it's nice not seeing a lot of shit. So much as I can hide it away down in the corner there, the better, even if I paint it black or something. But yeah, I might have to move my oil filter housing just that way a smidgen, just to clear the fitting, but I've only just tacked it on 2 spots, so it can go back a little bit. It doesn't really need to be there. I was just trying to keep it away from, like, keep it in the big gap here as much as possible to get the filter through, but the filter's only like that tall anyway, so I think you can even just undo it and it'll just pull off anyway, so I don't think it's going to matter too much. But yeah, I still don't have my lid here, or a bottom fitting. I've got a -6 fitting here to just go on the side of it, like so. There, and I'll probably put the bosses opposite, so that should work out, I think, if it sits there somewhat. Maybe I'll offset it a little bit, so it's, I don't think it's going to matter too much. Put it on there somewhere. I'm undecided whether or not I put it straight in like that, or if I weld a bit of pipe on the end of it and like knock it off to the side like that, so the fluid can come in and swirl around instead of just going straight in and hitting my brace thingy there, my fill tube in the middle, and then just like going, not that it matters because it's baffled, but trying to reduce it as much as possible, like the aeration and stuff. Don't worry about these little things either. It's welded from the back side, but the lid has got to go there, so it'll be welded anyway, and these will be, I'll just flatten those off a bit, so don't worry about those imperfections. Don't judge me. Tobias, what you doing, boo? Alright, reservoir. Had a lid and some fittings show up for it. This is at 99% done. I haven't got the bosses yet, the mounting bosses to weld on the side yet. I brought some, but I didn't realise it was a public holiday this week in New Zealand, so I ordered them the other day, yesterday, and then I was like, oh fuck, they're not going to show up till probably tomorrow or maybe next week now. So, but pretty antsy to get a video out before then for you guys, because I have been fucking around. This one's probably not that exciting anyway, but you know, we've made something. It's a bit of progress. So yeah, this mounted there, and I've just got to make an adapter up that goes in the inlet port of the power steering pump. I'm going to make one on the mill, hopefully. I'm going to give it a go anyway. You can buy them, but I just feel a bit more joy in myself being able to make everything, or make 99% and do 99% of the things on it, you know. So for the sake of that, I'm going to try attempt to make one. It'll just be a little plate with a thread in the middle of it to take out ORB fitting, and hopefully I can like make a little snout on the end that an O-ring sits on to seal in there. So we'll see how it turns out anyway. I've also got to make the turbo drain that I've designed up as well, which is just another plate as well with a thread cut in it that you put an ORB in. So hopefully they will turn out okay. I'll show you them probably in the next video or so when I get them done. So yeah, but that is probably going to be it for today. I was going to put a mount on in there somewhere for the bosses, you know, to butt up against and then bolt to, but my MIG isn't here. I've left it out at my workmate's workshop. I was building some mini stock bumpers for his boys mini stock, so my welder's currently out there. The TIG bottle was damn near empty, so I don't really want to be wasting that. I like to have it here at least just to tack shit on with the gas I've got left at the moment, and then elsewhere to weld it. So but we'll be sorting it out soon anyway, because my budget for finishing up some stuff on the cars open up a bit. Sad sight to see, but we're going to get rid of the HDT box. That's pretty much sold already, so we have a decent amount of money there. Not all of it, I won't obviously not waste it all on that. I had some other investment stuff that I wanted to throw some money at as well, but some of it will be used to finish off some stuff on the car, make some videos for you guys to enjoy as usual, because I know you fucking enjoy them all. But yeah, so we'll get that done. I'm getting an R154 in the deal as well, so I can still use the car. So I'll be able to put the R154 back in this. Hopefully I can get a drive shaft sorted. I might be able to just adapt the one I've got somehow to the yoke, because I've got an R154 yoke here somewhere actually, don't I? Yeah, it's an old one, maybe it'll clean up. I've got a R154 yoke there, so hopefully it's not too much to get a drive shaft redone. The HGT one is going to go with the deal, but it'll be lopped off there or something, so hopefully it's not too expensive just to get another like 3-inch pipe welded in, because I think the R154 length, you can run a one-piece drive shaft in a Sylvia, because the length doesn't exceed like the maximum length where you'd want a 2-piece. I think there's a fucking bee up above me, Jesus Christ. I think the maximum length is like 1.1 meter or something before you want to go 2-piece as a 3-inch shaft. So I think if you want to go longer, you have to go like a 3.5, and that's just fucking massive. But this bee's really giving me fucking the shits, man. Jesus. Get outside, bastard. It's fucking hunting me out, eh? Alright. Well, before I get murdered by a fucking bee, cheers for watching this one, guys. I'll have some more out for you in the next, you know, regular basis, next few months. So yeah, we'll crack it into some shit, and we'll see you in the next one. Cheers for watching. Peace out. Toby, what are you doing?